Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. This episode, we're going to be exploring a new galaxy, which we unlocked last episode. So, this is the Honeyhive Galaxy. Let's roll. So, welcome to episode 1, B. Luigi Takes Flight. What is B. Luigi, you ask? Well, you're about to find out. So, this is my second time recording this because, you know how I was saying, well, I actually think it was last episode, that my computer kept randomly turning off while the screen went off, and it was like, oh, it's weird, it doesn't normally do that without freezing. It did freeze! It completely crapped out and lost itself, and so I lost about 15 minutes of recording. I lost this level and the next level, but hey, here I am doing it again. So, well, of course it's the first time for you, so I'm going to try and be as enthusiastic as possible. So there's bees everywhere. Welcome to the Honeyhive Kingdom. Our queen rules this land. Oh, last time I did this, those guys had a normal voice, but this time, that bad boy sneaked out, so, well, let's just hope that's not going to happen again, alright? Just, you know what I'm like with voices, they just... Sometimes I think about what a character's voice is going to sound like Rosalina, for example, and sometimes I really don't. I look at the text and just, my brain does what my eyes see and kind of bypasses any conscious thought, and then the next thing you know, you're talking like a freak. Anyway, this is a bee shroom, which transforms you into... You transformed into Luigi! I'm never going to say that. That's a lie. I'm totally going to say that again. Hold A to buzz around. So this is B Luigi, one of the major power-ups in this game. So you hold A to fly, as long as you've still got fly in your fly meter. Land on the ground to recharge your fly meter. There are many interesting powers that B Luigi, or Luigi as I like to call him, has, and that is just one of them. If you talk to these bees here, they say, "See that? That's our castle." Well, it's a honey hive. Well, hive. This hole leads directly to the Queen's castle. That, it turns out, is a lie. Well, it leads... Okay, Venice says it leads to the castle. I added in the directly, and it turns out that is entirely not true. So, we can fly up here and learn another ability of B. Luigi, which is to stand on these... flowers. There we go, that's the word. If you were to stand on them as normal Luigi, they would just fall underneath you. These worker bees are gathering honey, so we're not going to concern ourselves with them. They're just workers. Whereas we're the rich bees, we're the what's the word? Bourgeois bee. Oh god, I've already lost my mind. I've only been recording this for, well, in fairness, I've been recording this for considerably longer than it's actually been up for. But hey, turns out recording the same thing 2 times in a row makes you go bloody insane. So, I know what I need to do here, but I need a bee shroom for it first, because, so... Who remembers their Donkey Kong Jungle Beat? Once again, if you grab onto these flowers and shake the nunchuck, oh dear, you need to actually grab onto it first, you will be launched up, and you have another set of things up here, which you can only stand on as Luigi. Yes, there's a surprising amount of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat in this game. I was going to say they steal from it, but they didn't stole from it, but they can't really steal from it because they're both basically by the same studio, so... More think of it as Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was a play testing of sorts, to test out ideas for what became Super Mario Galaxy. So there's a lot of gameplay elements that's similar. There's actually sound effects in common between them, which are quite interesting. I'll point them out where I can. More abilities of Luigi. You can climb on honey, and it's quite cool. As ever, planetoids pull you in towards the middle, so if you hover, you'll kind of go away from this planet, but still up, and then you'll fall back down and recharge your flyometer. Which is very nice. Flying vertically is quite challenging as Luigi. It's really all about the horizontal motion, which you'll see in just a sec. But first, there's a giant freak. And who might you be? A physician, we presume? No matter. We are in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itching plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once. So horizontal flight, as I was saying, you can kind of do by just, if you just tap A occasionally, you can fly almost indefinitely, and... disturbingly crawl around all over the body of the queen bee. This feels really all kinds of not right, but the itchiness has indeed been caused by star fragments. Let's gather all 5, and she'll be happy again, and we get ourselves a launch star. My thanks, you have shown much bravery, new bee. We trust that we may rely on you in the future. So, she is a terrible person and doesn't give us any kind of a reward. Nope, that's not right. You shouldn't do things for a reward. Doing good is its own good to do. Good thing do. I really ran out of steam during that sentence, but anyway, here are some people who we know.
Ah, a bee! What, Luigi? Hey, it is you! We escaped from Peach's castle too! But then we thought Bowser would get us, and then we got lost with Luigi! Which is me, which is kind of weird, because I'm
Luigi, but you said, hey, Luigi, but you got lost with me, but Anyway,
I'm sure we'll deal with that later. No, I just remembered. We found a power star. I'm sure you need this here, so take it. Need this, so here, take it. The doctor's reading of punctuation was not great there.
Sounds very bird-like, my Toad voice, actually. It gets very... after a while. Anyway, we don't get a reward from the Queen Bee, but we do get a reward from the Toad, and you know what? A star is a star. So, cross off Honeyhive number 2 on the visualizer. Doctor, well, again, I keep saying cross off. We're not crossing off. We're actually adding to the visualizer, if anything. You'll notice there, star bits we get inside levels add up outside of levels, and I'll explain that in a sec, what that actually means. Luigi. Your name is Luigi, isn't it? That's what I heard from your friends who just arrived. Luigi. It has such a nice ring. Yeah, it does. Your friends are waiting over in the garage. I think they want to tell you something, so you'd best hurry on over there. So, we have various things here. We have, for once, the male Toad. Mr. Luigi! Check it out, I'm a male Toad and I have a letter for you. Dear Mario! How awkward. I'm in a faraway place, but I'm alright because you're coming to rescue me, and you also have a functioning mail system, which is pretty cool. P.S. I hope this gift will come in handy. Huh? It's addressed to Mario. Don't be upset, Luigi. Hang in there. Princess Peach included 20 one-up mushrooms in the letter. Would you like them now? Yes, I most certainly would. Even when she's kidnapped, the princess is so thoughtful. Well, come see me next time there's a mail delivery. Those will certainly come in useful. Let's talk to Captain Toad.
Luigi, somehow we made it too. We'll help you get to the Power Stars and save Princess Peach. You can count on us, Luigi. We're all in this together.
So they're in the process at the moment of building a spaceship. The Lumas are going to build us a ship. When it's done, we'll go look for Princess Peach and Power Stars. Sounds wonderful, but it's as of yet incomplete. So what we need to do is return to the dome, the terrace, and we're going to head to episode 2 of the Honeyhive Kingdom. So this is Trouble on the Tower. So it's kind of, in these larger galaxies like the Honeyhive Kingdom, it's a little bit more obvious.
This rock just fell from the sky, it was crazy.
I kind of started off doing a Toad voice there, and then remembered he was supposed to be a bee, so I went into my obnoxious bee voice. Obnoxious. That didn't, ooh, hello. That didn't work, but let's head along this thing. Yeah, so in the larger levels it can be sometimes a bit harder to work out exactly what your goal is, but generally the levels are pretty good at actually like just guiding you towards where you need to be. If you basically just explore, the game won't let you, unlike in something like Sunshine, the game won't let you go somewhere where you're not supposed to go that episode. As you'll notice, there's a spring there, and I was bouncing extras high on the spring by ground pounding on it. I don't think I talked about ground pounding before this point. If you press L in midair, you do a ground pound. Very nice, and it's useful for example, activating springs, which launch you up to Sling Stars. There's a Wiggler here. If we jump on the Wiggler, he will get real mad. But if you ground pound near him, he falls over, and then you jump on him when he's upside down to actually kill him. There's also a switch. This is the Let's Learn About Ground Pounding episode, I think. As in episode of the level, not episode of the game. Once again, ground pound. I must admit, this game is quite good in how it integrates tutorials into normal gameplay. Yep, it's me, the famous Gilboard. If you want to climb this wall, you better listen up. When you stick to the wall after a jump, press A to do a wall kick. By press, I of course mean press. Use a string of wall kicks to reach really high areas. Like so. Nice and straightforward Mario maneuver that's been here since Mario 64. But always a classic. Yeah, I must say, I really like it when, like, this game, it doesn't feel that hand-holding, but so far, basically every level we've done has been its own tutorial in something different, and it continues doing that for quite some time, actually, which I must praise, certainly. Oh, we landed on the Dildo Planet. Why do I say things? Sometimes I just really think I shouldn't talk at all. So, if you want to transfer between planetoids that are very close, you just jump and you'll fall from the gravity well of one into the other one, and then you can move around on the second one. I'm not going to bother doing anything with those wigglers, I'm just going to avoid them for now, and launch onto the next planet. Oh, this one has a thing on it. Oh, this is something new. This is what? Come on, give it to me. Come on. There we go. This turns us into Rainbow Luigi. You're invincible. So we run around, we touch any enemy we kill, and the longer Rainbow Luigi goes on for, the faster we move. As you can see, we're now running around like a bloody raging lunatic. It's great. And if we hop down here, But we gather a lot of coins for one, and... oh, it's not particularly useful up here. But yeah, you can get stupidly fast as Rainbow Luigi, but it only lasts that long. I realised I was about to say how long it is in seconds, and then I realised I have no idea. This is a Mandibug. It'll charge towards you, and when it charges towards you, ground pound on it to kill it. Oh, we're about to get something new as well. This is a Life Shroom. So it gives us a health grows to 6. If it drops to below 4, it will return to normal. So we get like an extra life gauge. So if we get hit, it'll go to 5. Hit again, it'll go to 4, and then if we get hit once more, it will go to 3 permanently. If it's on 4 or 5, though, getting coins will bring it back up towards 6. So it's like temporary hit points, but once they're gone, once that extra shield is gone, you can't recharge it, it's gone entirely. Let's kill that. Mandibug, and let's hit that. And that starts the windmill going. This is all feeling very Bianco Hills, which is a good sign. I think this game, to me, in terms of the 3D Marios, this one is second to Mario Sunshine, which is why it's the second one I'm playing on the channel. One thing it just doesn't quite have is the amazing music that Sunshine has, and it's different in a lot of ways. And that makes it really good in a lot of ways, that it's not just like Super Mario Sunshine for Wii. It's very much, oh, you're mad now. It is very much a different game, and even though it's a 3D Mario, the way in which it progresses is quite different. There are far more levels on which have far fewer episodes. Most, as you can see, have 6 stars, that's it. Compared to the, you only had 7 areas total on Mario Sunshine. So, when you consider 120, there's 120 shines in that game, there's 120 stars in this, whereas in this you have 40 different galaxies or something like that. But yes, we got a star for Trouble on the Tower, which is fantastic. So we get various things, and we've discovered a new galaxy. You know how I said last episode? Did I say it last episode, or did I say it in the episode that it was lost to my computer having a seizure? Perhaps I didn't. What I said, though, is this game is nice and straightforward until it becomes really hard. Well, I said this game is easy until it's not, is the way I phrased it. There are various mechanics in this game that are really fucking difficult, that make you want to kill yourself or others. This is one of them, the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. Let's roll. Soonest begun, soonest done. So this is the only level in the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, which is Surfing 101. Nice music here, though. And it's also full of penguins. We can talk to them and they don't really tell us anything particularly important, like, for example, ray surfing isn't so easy, so listen to what Coach has to say. Okay, Coach, tell me about ray surfing. Are you a surfer, too? Sure, why not? Oh, but this is your first time ray surfing, right? Well, then let me show you the ropes. Now, let me explain. Point your Wii remote at the screen. Okay, good start. Oh, it really has to wait for it to lock in. Yeah, that's the basic position. To turn left, twist left from that starting position. I would recommend entirely putting a nunchuck down here, if I'm honest. Correct, that's how you turn left. To turn right, you've got to twist a Wii remote to the right. I praised this game earlier for not being handholdy, but then here we go on the other side of things. There, all you need to do is hold down A to speed up. That's all you need to know. Now take a go on the course. So, this can be really straightforward. It can be really bloody difficult. You should be holding A most of the time. You think this is nice and straightforward because this isn't actually the course. This is just, are you a blithering idiot? If not, let's go on to the actual course. This is one thing I will always say about Mario games. Man, is their water textures nice. This is up there with Mario Sunshine. Actually, it's got the same kind of sunshiny background as Mario Sunshine, which I always like. Sunshine, cloudy background, which I really like. But yeah, so I'm actually holding the Wii remote at the moment with both my left and right hand, just because it gives you a little bit more control on the steering. You can turn quite sharply. If you need to turn sharply, there's a little trick, but it can really fuck you if you're not careful, which is turn, then as you start to turn, take off the gas. Like, imagine you're driving a Formula 1 car. Brake into the turn and then accelerate out of the turn. That will help you turn really sharply. If anything, too sharply, and you will fall off the edge quite easily while doing that. Like there, so you can actually, ooh, there you go. And you can end up oversteering really easily. You can also flick the Wii remote up, and you'll jump, which is quite cool. And again, hey, this is quite cool, the idea as well of just like this floating stream of water that's just following itself, which is quite cool. Like there, I did one of the sharp turns, and every time you do a sharp turn, you risk like properly turning in on yourself. But we did that in pretty good time. A minute is very good, actually. That's respectable. And I didn't fall off, so I didn't make a twat of myself. Always encouraging. 10160, congratulations, you deserve a gold medal! Unfortunately, as with every single reward you ever really get in this game, the gold medal is in fact a star. So, without further ado, let's grab it. That was in fact the only mission in the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. As you saw from the visualizer, and you will see in a sec when I bring it up, most galaxies, as I say, have either 6 or 1 star. So, little ones like that just have the 1 star. They're a kind of one-shot galaxy, and they're nice and entertaining. With that done, we're actually going to head back to the Good Egg Galaxy. So this is episode 3, King Caliente's Battle Fleet. Really does sound like there's going to be a boss, doesn't it? Funny that. What we need to do now is we need to start by getting on top of the house. So that's done by, there is the orange pipe here. And then once again, you can do the little musical coin thing if you require a 1-up. Since we got the 20 up from Peach, I don't feel like that's strictly necessary. So we can avoid it for now. And I'm just trying to think about star bits. There's a reason why we've been gathering them outside of levels. And I think we should be alright for now. So we have a sling star, a launch star that wasn't there before, which takes us into a new area of the level. So here we have coconuts. If you hit a coconut with a spin, it will fire off, and you can destroy things with them. If you just walk into them like that, you'll kick them around, and if you spin into them, there you go. That one apparently had a sling star in it, which is exactly what I was after. Is there anything worth gathering on this planet? Probably not. Oh, apparently you can shoot those things down. Say you pay 1 star bit and you get 3, so that's a semi-decent trade, I suppose. The Sling Star, of course, launches you onto this next one, across. I keep getting Sling Star and Launch Star confused in my terminology. Ooh, Pokey! Whack! Oh, that actually worked really well. Let's ground pound him. Anything else to gather here? Ow, probably not. No. Let's say no, and move on to the Launch Star. Hooah! So, chain chomps are rolling around this planet, and they're a lot like boulders. We could move straight on, but at least it's worth here just fucking around. Because if we go down here, this may be, we were introduced to it earlier this episode, but this may be your first chance to get Rainbow Luigi. We're inside the ball here, which is slightly strange. Because this is this is the real chance to show off Rainbow Luigi. Because you can just run around inside a ball, kill as many of these Goombas as possible. Once you're done, head to the outside, because, oh, there's a lot more you can do. When you're invincible, you can kill basically everything. And that includes giant rolling chain chomps. Everything bows before Rainbow Luigi. And that got us a fair few bits, which is quite nice. Let's head on. So, this is actually quite a big planetoid, this one, that's got quite a lot of electricity on it, so we'll try and avoid all of that. Oh, and there's rolling bastards as well. We just need to get up to the top here. You'll notice, shit, Bullet Bill is following me. There we go. Yeah, bullet bills when fired will home in on you, which is a useful mechanic for for various reasons, which I'll talk about later, but at this point it's just an irritant. Heading up here, now we get into the real bastardry. You'll notice this was called King Caliente's Battle Fleet. Here is the aforementioned Battle Fleet. Here's a toad as well. Your attacks won't reach those mean-looking aliens, but here's a great idea. What if you tried to bounce something back at them? It wouldn't be Nintendo for... That was incredible! What I was going to say is it wouldn't be Nintendo if it weren't for the deadly tennis game of tennis, and there it was. You hit those coconuts back at them with a spin jump, but I managed to hit both in one, and that was perhaps the coolest thing I've ever done. Not to understate my life to this point, but let's face it, it was all basically building up to that moment, if I'm honest. Something important to learn here as well. Be careful, there's a big danger up ahead. If things get really bad, shoot a starbit at one of those lights on the ground. Then a coin will pop out. Grab it to replenish your life. That's actually a really useful trick and worth knowing. I haven't really used shooting starbits at all. I don't much, but... Well, welcome to our first mini-boss of the game. This is King Caliente, and the game fortunately taught us how to fight him, because we just fought those little octopus guys with the deadly tennis game of tennis, and he fights in the same way. If he shoots a fiery thing, get the fuck away from it. But if he shoots a regular coconut, bang it back to him. He will start, as you go on, firing them back to you more and more, but you just got to keep rallying it in the old deadly tennis game of tennis. I use that phrase quite a lot. I'm not sure I've ever fully explained it. It was in a guide once. It talks about, it was how to defeat the final boss in Ocarina of Time. It said, he fires an energy ball at you, and you fire an energy ball back, and Link and this boss engage in a deadly tennis game of tennis. It's one of my favourite typos of all time, so I use it all the time for that Nintendo backy-forthy thing, which they love doing so much. Anyway, that was King Caliente, Spanish for hot, for those who didn't know. And very straightforward boss, hence why I call him a mini-boss rather than a true boss, and that gets us a Power Star. I say Power Stars, but there are actually many other types of star. There's Grand Stars, there's Rainbow Stars, there's Green Stars, Red Stars, and the Prankster Stars. So, you know, fair. Calling it a Power Star, not as dumb as I'm making it sound like I am. Anyway, add that one to the visualizer, good egg number 3. Ooh, we're getting a lot of bits as well, that's nice. I do love some bits. And we've unlocked a new galaxy in the terrace, and a hungry Luma. Yeah, you see, this is important. This is what I've been gathering bits for. If we head outside, we have this hungry Luma. Hey, you! So, got any tasty star bits? If you feed me a bunch of star bits, I'll burst with snacky happiness and then transform. So, this guy requires 400 bits. We don't quite have that yet, but hopefully we will soon. And I think we're going to hold this episode there, so thank you very much for watching. We've gathered some more stuff around the Honeyhive Galaxy and the Good Egg Galaxy. Next episode, we've unlocked a new galaxy, so we're going to get on and do that. Thank you very much, and good day.